Hello, everyone. Well, welcome back on this hot Sunday. It's hot, and I don't like it. I'm looking into getting an air conditioner, a portable air conditioner. There's one that I posted something in Americans in Berlin on the Facebook page, and one that was recommended was called Be Cool. And I need one that doesn't have the hose situation because that's not going to fly here. Maybe when I have my own place someday. So I'm gonna maybe buy that because I'm not sleeping well, and yeah. It's been kind of a rough week. But as you see, I got a haircut, and they really a little over trimmed this thing. Wasn't too happy, but it's all right. I just want as much of my face covered as possible. So anyway, cooler for the summer. So I guess that's a good thing. Anyway, so got a haircut in Bubblesberg, where I was last week. And I liked Bubblesberg, I have to say. I'll get back to that in a minute. But so here's an update, lots of little things. First of all, the situation in the US, I don't need to go into it. I think you've all heard what's going on, and it's so upsetting, and it's just infuriating, really, and frustrating. And all I can hope for is that people take to the streets, which I think they are, and really do something besides vote. I mean, obviously we have to vote, but, you know, I don't know. We always say you have to vote, and then half the people don't vote. So it's frustrating. I feel bad because I found out too late about the midterms. I hadn't heard about them because I'm not really on the top of all the news that much. So I missed the midterms, but I'm gonna definitely register to vote from you know, what you call it, an emailed in vote. I think you can email in your vote for the next election. So, but anyway, it's just, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing too, because everybody here is going, what's going on with your stupid country? All I can say is I'm glad I'm here and not there. I looked into the tax situation more, a tax person, and the price quoted to me by the place I talked to was more expensive than I thought, because they don't do the US taxes as well. So 600 euros just for the German taxes, when mine are kind of simple, might be a little more than I want to spend. So I have a couple other places I'm going to look into. So in the meantime, I got another letter saying I owe all of this VAT tax, which I'm not supposed to pay. It was my mistake. I checked the wrong box, and now they're after me for the VAT tax stuff, and I have to get that dealt with. It's too confusing. Anyway, all right, so taxes. I got the measles, I got my blood test, and yes, I have the measles antibodies still, so I sent that into work, so that's dealt with. Not last week, but the week before, I was at the school in Lichtenrade. That ended up being fine. The last day we had the fifth graders, and they were a little much, I have to say. They were a little difficult, but it all went fine. Overall, it was fine. But my foot was still a problem all week, So I stayed home over the weekend and did not, I pretty much stayed off of it, and now it's fine again. So I don't know why this keeps happening, but maybe I need new shoes. I think I have good shoes, but who knows? I've certainly been using them a lot, so maybe I need new ones. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes because lots of little things. So this last week, yeah, I was in Bubblesberg. I really like Bubblesberg. It's a cool little town, and the school was really nice. The people were very nice there, all the teachers. And there was a really good falafel place that this old guy from Nazareth runs, and he's just alone there making the falafel homemade right there in front of you, and it was a very good falafel, and he was very nice. So that was nice, and we had our show on Friday that was somewhat successful. It was a difficult week because they spoke very little English, this group. It was also a 5th grade group all week, and they the last group didn't have enough English really to write a show, so I had to help them write something, and they weren't happy with it. And I mean, it was their idea. I was just trying to help them get it onto the paper, onto the page. So they were upset, but everything else went fine. We sang a song from Oliver, and they were great in that. I really loved that. That was fun. During the week, I did a stupid thing, and now I know I will not do it again. I was at Edeka buying groceries, and I haven't used my credit card for a while, or my ATM card, debit card from Deutsche Bank, and I totally blanked on my PIN number. So I had enough cash to buy there what I needed, and so I thought, I think I remember it. So I thought, let me go to an ATM because now I need more money. So I went to an ATM, the number was not correct. I tried 2 other possibilities, and neither were correct. And then the machine ate my card. And so I went to talk to somebody. It was at a Postbank that I actually did this. And I went in to talk to somebody, and he said, yep, that's what happens. 3 times it takes the card if it's not right. So I had to go to Deutsche Bank the next day and order a new card. It's not here yet. Luckily, I have my American account still and that debit card. So I was able to get some money. But like, I want to buy this air conditioner. I really can't until I have the Deutsche Bank card because I don't want to pay the fees for on my regular card. So I shouldn't say regular, my American card. Anyway, so I learned my lesson on that one. I was 1 number off. I don't know what, it always happens when you think about your PIN number before you go and do it. It doesn't go into your head, or at least mine, doesn't go into my head correctly, and then I freak out and I can't remember it. If I don't think about it and I just go ahead and do it, it would probably have been correct. But it had been a while since I'd used it, so because I've had cash on me, luckily, from the lessons and things. Anyway, so that was annoying. Yesterday, well, actually, I'll say this another way. Not this. I'll come back to something. All right. So yesterday, I saw an apartment. I had a viewing of an apartment in Lichtenberg, right by the Volkspark, the Prenzlauer Berg Volkspark. And it's a building built by the same architect who did the kind of wild modern building in Winterfeldplatz. It was used in the show Unorthodox, if you happen to see Unorthodox. So it was also in that kind of wacky style with all kinds of bizarre decorations on it and a lot of glass and looks, very futuristic. The apartment itself was cute. It was not very big, and it was a lot of glass everywhere. And I like dark when I sleep. So I'm not, I'd have to find a lot of window treatments. So for the bedroom, at least. Living room, I don't care, but bedroom, I would need it. Anyway, so filling out, I came home, I filled out the application last night, except a section of it needs to be done by my roommate because it's by current landlord, so he needs to do it. So I haven't sent it in yet. I'm hoping I get it all in time. But it's not cheap. It's, $8.75 or something warm. But it's a fitted kitchen, so that's done. It has a little balcony. I like the neighborhood. It's not charming old, architecture, but it's fine. It's fine. It has some character, at least, around there. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. Maybe that'll come through. A few other possible ones. One of the teachers knew of somebody looking for someone. It had been rented. Another person knew of one. It was way too expensive. So still working on it because I'm really losing my mind with the bugs. The bugs here are just out of control, and I basically stay in my bedroom when he's here because he has the windows all wide open and everything is open. And I just lose my mind. So I'm in my bedroom with the door closed and the window closed, which is, I don't love. I don't love it. So, so I really need to get out of here. If any of you know of anything, please let me know. Anyway, after I went and saw the apartment, I had to go to training at work again for 6 hours for the camps that we're doing. I've already done one, so there was really almost no new information. So it was pretty much a waste of a day, which was not thrilling, and it was not paid, so it was really not thrilling. But it was nice to see my fellow teachers, that I've become friends with some of them. So it's been nice. But it was so hot and humid. And I had to go to the Italians, the Italian friends, the husband has works for an art gallery, and they were having an opening and he invited me to it. So I thought, all right, I'll go by there for a little bit. But I was so tired because I haven't been sleeping well. And so I stayed for a little while. It was nice. It was a show by a lesbian Mexican artist with lots of sexual parts, and I won't go into detail. Anyway, there were a lot of, lots of sex, lots of violence, and all in this sort of folk Mexican art look. So it was interesting, the combination was interesting. But, and she was very nice. I talked to her. She was there. But then I came home and I just was so tired. I got to sleep about midnight and I was up at 5. I just woke up. I was sweating from the heat. I was up for 2 hours and then I finally was able to sleep a couple more hours. I'm just, I'm out of whack. My body is now getting so used to getting up early that I can't sleep in well. I'm not used to getting up this early. So anyway, new things to get used to. On the good side, I was going to say the Italians, I saw them like 3 times over the last week because 2 of the daughters had recitals for their instruments, one on percussion, one on guitar, and they're amazing. I just have to say they're truly really talented musicians. So that was very cool. I did find a place to stay in the U.S. When I'm there in September. Some friends in Jersey City offered their place. They have a lovely apartment, so that will be really nice, and it'll be nice to stay with them and see them. And I'm just going to finish with some positive things, because I know I've been kind of complaining a lot lately. But let me just say, the strawberries, I've been going to these Carl's strawberry places, these little huts that you have. or I don't know what to call them, but and they're all over, and the strawberry varieties change, and I'm trying all the different ones, and that's been fun, and they're delicious. They're really some wonderful strawberries. So I've really enjoyed checking out the Carl's strawberries, and linden trees. I've always loved the smell of linden, but there's very little of it in the U.S. There was a tree not far from where I lived in Brooklyn that I'd walk by on my way to the subway, and I always loved going under it. But that was honestly the only linden tree I knew of in New York City. So to go outside and smell linden everywhere makes me really happy. So despite the whining, I really still do love it here. I just want it all to work out. That's all I want. So I need to be able to sleep and be comfortable. And after 2 weeks more of work, I'll have a week off. So that will be helpful too. After this coming week, tomorrow I start a week of work in Köpenick, and then I go to a town called Holzminden for a week, and I'll be staying with a family, so that will be interesting. They have 2 dogs, so I'll have a change of scenery there, so that'll be nice. So, you know, little things to deal with, but overall, I'm still thrilled I'm here and happy I'm here. And yeah, so thank you all. And probably won't get back to you till I'm back from Holzminden.